Hey guys, Flavien here, dedicated buyer for ATL JDM in Japan, and we are with another Stepwagon. This one is, again, I still have to look, every video is going to be the same pattern. I have to look at the year. It's a 1997 Honda Stepwagon. So, particularity of this one, we will see the aftermarket wheels, and it does have a dual sunroof. Let's go a little bit over the defect of the Stepwagon. So, little thing here that we can see, been slightly hit in the back of the gate. Very minor defect here, also like a little bit of paint chip that goes with it. But we will see that other than that, there's not really anything major. A little bit more here. You can see that's scratched and just like hit the fender slightly. But other than that, the paint is still in good condition. It does have like a logo that's been like yellowed logo. I'm not sure I've seen those before. Not sure, is it original? Is someone did it or? Definitely does not seem original. Just like the white paint on the grill here. But as far as cosmetic damages, that's pretty much it. Like some really little scratches here. I'm not sure exactly how that happened. They're like pretty deep, but definitely just like scratches. Nothing has hit the car or anything. So I don't know. A bit weird there on this one. Other than that, the car itself, a little bit here on the fender. You can see it's really minor. Like. But slightly pushed in toward there. Aftermarket BO wheels. Tires are old, a little bit cracked, most likely be changed. Stateside. 17-inch wheels. Normally I think they're like quite a bit smaller on those cars. I think they're like probably around 15. I think. Don't think there's any bigger than 15 for a Stepwagon of this generation. Didn't see this one before. A little bit of look at the roof. There we go. You can see no actual like paint issues or anything, just like a little scratch right there, but that's about it. And they tend, like all Hondas from the 90s, they will peel, like the coating will go bad very quickly. Luckily, not the case for this one, which is pretty rare. Also comes with soft closing. That's pretty cool, especially for a car from 1997. Not exactly like a super common option at the time. Moves the camera bag in the back. Alright, so dash very clean, very nice, no crack. Also roof liner is in good condition. Might have been smoked in at one point. It's like really slightly yellowed, but that was definitely a while ago and does not smell at all like it's like there was someone smoking in there, so that's a good thing. Air conditioning does work. Here, little storage for whatever you want to put in there. Just under the radio also, which means that you can easily adapt a 2-DIN radio in there if you want, like, I don't know, Android Auto or something like that, a bit more modern and practical. The car itself has 178,595 kilometers. Up, that's the garbage here. Oh yeah, definitely. That when I said that it was smoked in, smoked in. Usually, so I said it's the garbage. It is not the garbage. It is those cup holders. Usually, what I see in them is the garbage, but not on this one. It's pretty rare. And yes, it does come with a pack of used smoked JDM cigarettes in there. Again, does not smell like smoke, like it's been smoked in. So that's. In spite of that, clearly visible cigarettes in there. In spite of that, definitely no smell of cigarettes in there. Up. Let's look at the seat. Oh, a few stains here and there. Here also. Maybe a very aggressive driver and the passenger did not appreciate. I don't. It's not that. Definitely, it is not that. But little stains here and there. We will see in the rear also. There are a few stains too. All that can be like detailed fairly easily. I know that ATL JDM does have a really good detailer. Up. That's mainly some coffee marks, really. Also here too, and here. The rear, yeah, also in the rear. One thing that's like pretty rare on Stepwagons is that this plastic here, with the heat, it will peel off. It's like a layer of something, and it just goes into pieces. It just like unglues itself from the plastic that's underneath, and it just like, yeah, just shows the bare plastic under. Not happening in this one. That is pretty rare. Usually not the case. Usually definitely not the case. Here also you can see that you can open the windows like that. They will not roll down, but they can be opened like this. And same thing in the back. Only on this side actually. Oh yeah, because you need to be able to slide the door, so they didn't let you do it on the other side. But this door will open also. It's the mechanism here. Up. Soft closing. Ooh. Up. And in the back, also like some minor stains. You can see that the roof liner is in good condition, in spite of at one point in its life being smoked in. Up. Most of all, no rust. Also, you can see here, very clean underneath. Exhaust might be like fairly a bit newer than the car, not sure. I rarely see them in such good condition, so could be. But yeah, just very, very clean underneath. No oil leak or anything. Also, just overall like good mechanically. Take a quick look at the engine bay. Yeah. Up. There you go. So coolant was just done, like at the shop here in Japan before for just regular maintenance. Timing belt is old. Will have to be changed at one point. It is a Japanese car, so I wouldn't be too worried about that. But yeah, it is definitely due. Paint on the engine is not great, and you can see like a typical like car from auction, like to make it look shinier on the engine base, they just put some plastic revival tool. You do have some overspray of that plastic just right there. It will go away with time. But yeah, it's always funny to watch that because it was a bit dried out, you know, so they tried to revive it with some greasy plastic revival tool. Yeah, not much to say really about it. I think it is a B18B. It is a 1.8 or 2 liter. I think it's a B20B. Yeah, B20B. All right. So, I'm not even sure that the Stepwagon did get the B18B. I think they're all B20B, so B20B. Alright, let's go with little drive. Alright, so I just started to leave without putting the camera on, so problem fixed. So, drives very much like every other Stepwagon I've had. Suspension don't feel new, but still good also. Something to plan on doing at one point. No real issues there, but could be smoother. Steering feels great, as precise as those old vans feel like. In terms of maintenance, so it's had coolant flush done, like we've said, oil, engine oil of course, but also like ATF oil was done, just because those Stepwagon, hey dude, the fuck are you doing? Fucking idiot. Just because those Stepwagons do tend to, they are all on that gearbox, so when you have like 178,000 kilometers on the clock, and in Japan they tend not to really flush gearbox oil very often, but those are also in just indestructible gearboxes. They just want to be flushed, like maybe every 60,000 miles, something like that. And you will see that when you do that, you just flush it, drive it like a couple hundred miles, and it is brand new feeling again. Keep in mind, just after the flush, you just need to drive it like maybe like 500 kilometers, and then you will start feeling the effects of the gearbox flush. So this is an RF1. RF1, there are two-wheel drive versions. And I don't think that I mentioned the mileage, but it has 178,595 kilometers. Not sure why we always say like mileage, kilometrage. Alright. You do feel the shift, but pretty smooth. Again, like I said, it needs to be driven a little bit after the flush, and the flush was done like 10 kilometers ago, less than that probably. So I do drive a Jaguar on a daily basis, so I do. Jaguars, the wipers are on the left, so it does kind of screw up with my muscle memory when it comes to using blinkers. Again, sorry, a little bit of traffic. Not much that can be done. Sadly, it is how it is. I'll try to get the slightly faster road. There's less traffic, so it does allow me to accelerate maybe a couple more times and things like that. But when we are driving in the downtown, like kind of Nagasaki, it's not, unfortunately, not much can be done to skip traffic for test drive videos. Yeah, everything feels very nice and tight. We'll need some gas. Hopefully I do make it back to the shop. That would be nice. The car definitely does feel good. It does have the we need to pull the antenna to, off button is here. No, just overall another really good little Stepwagon. Those cars don't really have too much issues. There is some rust issues that can happen, but it's never like catastrophic rust problems like you would be able to see, for example, on Delicas. Can be absolute rust buckets. I've never seen Stepwagons that go that bad. I've seen some rust on the body, but the underside is usually pretty clean and without issues. Usually, I mean, I'm sure there's some exceptions, but they do not suffer rust problems like Delicas, for example, would. But yeah, just overall pretty good and enjoyable little van. It does have the pull button right there. I'm not sure you can see, I'll just grab it anyway at the end of the video soon. It does have the pull button here. Sadly, that pull does not work anymore, unfortunately. They rarely do, very rarely do. And you have the control for the sunroof, which you can open in the front and in the back from here. Classy. It is closed. Alright, so we are back in traffic. I'll just like a couple more minutes of driving just after that light goes green. I would say blue here, but it is green. Just showing you around a little bit. Not much to show, it's just like typical Japanese traffic when you live in a city. Unfortunately, fortunately for me, I mean, I do not live in a city anymore. Much better, definitely. It does move though. It does move pretty well for a little van. It is peppy. They are like those vans tend to be peppy. Alright, but anyway, there's not much else to add to that video now. So if you have any question, let us know in the comment, and till next time, bye bye.